Hi, 6th grade students. Just one more example. It's a small example, but it's important to look at. In this example, let's start with finding Q2. So Q2 is the median of these numbers. So cross out the smallest, cross out the biggest. Oops, there we go. Cross out the next smallest, cross out the next biggest. All right, I can't cross out. This is my next smallest and my next biggest, but I can't cross them both out because then I don't have any numbers left. So I'm stuck with these two numbers in the middle. The median, I just need one number for the median. So like we did before, to find the median, we need to take the mean of these two numbers. Okay? So let's find the mean of 6 and 7. That would be, that would be adding 6 plus 7, and then I'm adding two numbers here, so I'm dividing by 2. 6 plus 7 is 13, so 13 divided by 2. If you do that in your calculator, you get 6.5. So 6.5 is the mean of these two numbers. So 6.5 is my Q2. 6.5 is my median. All right, so let's find Q1. Q1 is going to be the lower numbers, the numbers that are smaller than 6.5. Now I know that seems a little confusing because you don't see the median up here, but we know the median is in between 6 and 7. So we want the numbers that are below the median, 6.5. The numbers that are below 6.5 are 4, 5, and 6. So these are my numbers I'm going to use to find quartile 1. Quartile 1 is going to be the median of these three numbers. That means the number in the middle. The number in the middle here is 5. So 5 is quartile 1. All right, for quartile 3, I need the upper numbers. Those are the numbers that are above my median, 6.5. So again, my median is 6.5. So here are my numbers that are above my median, 7, 9, and 11. So Q3 is going to be the number in the middle of those three numbers. So Q3 is 9. And then quartile 4 is going to be the maximum. That's easy. The maximum of this original list is 11. So quartile 4 is 11. All right, that is it. Again, email me or call me if you have questions, guys.